there. And we're going to have a nice night, Jimmy. K9RFD, back to net.
Okay, Justin, sounds good. I'll get back to you, Drew, for the second round table, as you can comment about that severe geomagnetic storm that's taking place on the sun right now as we're speaking. Okay. Thanks for checking in. That concludes my list. Kevin, W9KLG checked in short time. So that concludes my list. Do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time? Anywhere in the alphabet, the A through Z, please call now. Okay, we'll go right to the our features here. Friday Night Fun at the Tech Corner. What kind of are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, the all mode, APRS, FT8, let's see, 8. Any other or what have you? Do you have any? If you have any technical questions, please feel free to bring them before the net. We'll do our best to try to answer them for you. Anybody have any technical questions at this time?
Yep, KD9MED.
Okay, go ahead, Mike.
Well, I think Kerry checked in short time, so I was going to ask him, but was wondering if anybody else out there had any experience with FT8.
Well, I'm sure we'll see what we can do. Does anybody have any experience to check in with the FT8? Mike, K9MED would like to know. Well, sorry, Mike. Apparently nobody's checked into that kind of mode. So sorry about that.
Okay, Jimmy, and I got one more thing for you too. Let's see. I know there's a couple people out there that like to work with CW. I'm one of them. Brief reset. And let's see. I know you know. I wouldn't want to exactly sound like I'm trying to advertise something here on your on the live stream here, but I do want to make kind of a thing, make the group aware that there's been a lot of changes to a program called Morset, Brief Reset. Okay, and so if anybody just happens to be looking at the live stream, I'll have to sit there and post a link maybe later on. But anyways, I just want to say that there's been a vast number of improvements to the program called Morset, and yes, you can connect a physical Morse code key to it. I've got my J38 right now, and I'll go ahead and provide the link out there on the Facebook page so everybody can have a look at it. Brief reset. You get a pretty good start on the program, but what makes things really interesting is that they've now added a QSO bot, so you can actually have QSOs. There's all kinds of like games and coach training and CW ops. There's all kinds of good things on this program to learn Morse code with, and that's basically what I wanted to say. This is KD9MED back to net.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you very much for that information. Does anybody have any comments for Mike? Okay, well, Mike, good luck. Hopefully, maybe somebody will probably contact you about that information. And thank you for participating in the tech corner. Okay. Anybody else have any technical questions? I can't even talk tonight. Anybody have any tech questions? Please go ahead. item here is the Friday Night Fun Net at DX Corner. Contest slash DX Corner. Of course, Kerry K9MED was not, you will not hear any reports from him tonight, so I'll tell you the last, let's see. This, okay, let's see. I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah. Today, I checked into the Salvation Army Saturnet for the first time ever. This is that net is held Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday mornings at 10:30 a.m. local time. It's on 14.325. The first contact was within 15:49 hours. The call sign was November 3, Foxtrot, Mike Oscar. He was giving me 6.0, and we got done at 15:51. He was located in Pennsylvania. The second contact was that same station. I called him on at 16:22 hours, and he was good again. He was giving me 6.0. So that was by contact with that station in Pennsylvania, that the Salvation Army Saturnet on 14.325 megahertz every on 20 meters upper sideband at on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday mornings at 10:30 a.m. local time. And that control station was in Pennsylvania. Okay, does anybody else have any DX reports they'd like to pass along? Okay, well, now we'll go up to the swap net. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be related to hobbies of RAM trade or computers. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be in the property of or in possession of the person who wants to get rid of stuff. If we mention prices over the air, but any haggling should take place either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Does anybody have any swap net traffic you'd like to pass along at this time? Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and give my traffic. Just a minute. Next Saturday, May 18th, there will be a VE testing session in McHenry, Illinois. That will take place, let's see. Looking at the list here. The sponsor is Northwest Illinois 5Y Amron or whatever. The location is McHenry Masonic Lodge. That will be at 10 a.m. on next Saturday morning, and walk-ins are all allowed. And learn more at the K9 ICU, and you get more information about that. Again, the VE testing session next Saturday, May 18th at 10 a.m. and that was at the McHenry Masonic Lodge. So if you want more information, contact N9 ICU for that information. So also, let me reset. Tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, we have our monthly meeting of the Stephens County Repeater Association. It'll take place at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning in the Freeport Public Library's second floor boardroom. I don't know how many will be in attendance because George N9WSQ, our club president, will not be there. He's going to be down. He's down south camping. So that's about it there. So I don't know who all will show, and we'll just have to see what happens. our State Line Amps Radio Club meeting, which took place last Saturday, was a big success. So we had a pretty good turnout. So okay, sounds good. Yes, I gotta read this. One moment, please. Stop. Oh yeah, the Sandwich Ham Fest was a big success from what I heard. I talked to Richard N9ZO after the Belvedere at the last Sunday evening. He was telling me he got a lot of, there's quite a few people from Rockford bought a lot of stuff there, and I think from what I was told, George N9WSQ bought a winning ticket. The Hy-Vee's grocery chain, I guess, did a land office business here with the food and the breakfast, biscuits and gravy, what have you. So that was a good time was had by one and all at the Sandwich Ham Fest. That's good. That's good. Okay, now next Ham Fest coming up will be the Starved Rock Ham Fest. Starved American Radio Relay League sanctioned Ham Fest 2024. Ham radio, RC models, computer, and all hobbies. Flea market, 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. Amateur radio hobbyist and collector's show. This will take place on Sunday, June 2nd, 2024, indoors, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Mendota Tri-County Fairgrounds, 503 First Avenue, Mendota, Illinois, 61342. ARRLVE testing, 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Grand prize cash drawings, $50 to $75 to $100 at 12 noon. Tickets, $8 advance, or 2 stubs, or $10 at gate, 2 stubs. All advanced orders must be received by May 20th, 2024. Grand prize winners need not be present to win. Large indoor exhibit buildings, indoor setup, Saturday 12 noon to 6 p.m. and Sunday 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Let me reset. Tables, $10 advanced or at the gate with free electricity. Free outdoor flea market or tailgating area, 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. On-site camping, electricity available, fee by fair board. Hourly door prizes, drawings. For advanced ticket and table sales or general inquiries, send a SASC, whatever that is. Oh, no. Send an SASC to SRRC, care of Hamfest Chairman, Post Office Box 198, Lemoore, Illinois 61332 0198. All right, we're not going to bother with the rest of that information. But the Starved Rock Hamfest will take place on Sunday, May the June the 2nd from 9:30 a.m. to just about 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Okay. That's all the traffic I have. Does anybody has any traffic or anything else they'd like to bring before the net?
KD9GDY.
KD9GDY. Well, hello, stranger. Long time no hear. What's going on with you?
Jimmy, yeah, it's been a while. Just haven't had a chance to make it in here, but hopefully you're doing fine. Thanks for doing that. Hey, I want to mention, if it hasn't been mentioned, I just turned the radio on. There's a ham breakfast tomorrow at South Beloit at the Flying J for the Greater Beloit Amateur Radio Club, but everybody's welcome. If you're a ham and you want to just fellowship with some other hams, that's tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. at the Denny's restaurant at the Flying J there at the South Beloit I-90 exit there.
Well, congratulations. You usually have a good turnout for those breakfasts there. That's good.
One other thing that's going to be following there is going to be a fox hunt. At about 10 a.m. is going to be a fox hunt.
That's good. Congratulations. I know. I don't know what happened the last time you had fox hunt, but I guess things did not work out very well. But hopefully they will tomorrow.
Brenda and I could not make the last fox hunt, so I don't know what the circumstances were around all that. But yeah, hopefully we'll have a good one there tomorrow. And other than that, not much going on with me. I did work the Indiana QSO party. I did rather well. I expect something there on that, and that's really about it. So we'll listen out here for a little bit, but I got to go up there and see the YL before too long here. So, but thought I'd stop in and say hello. KD9GDY, back to net.
Okay. On the first roundtable I had, I was asking everybody what you're going to be doing this coming Sunday for Mother's Day. What's your favorite memories of your mother? What have you?
All I can say is she's been a great mom. She's still alive, and we're planning on going out on Sunday, and we've got her a little gift there that she wanted, which wasn't much, but anyway, yeah, I don't know. She's just a wonderful mom and really took good care of us and looked out for us. So, yeah, I wouldn't trade her as a mom for any other mom. So, all right, that's all I want to mention on that there, Jimmy. So, okay, we'll give it back to you and carry on with the net, KD9GDY.
Okay, sounds good, Jim, thanks for checking in. I'm going to be starting the second roundtable. We just started doing 2 roundtables. And the second one's going to talk about the severe geomagnetic storm which is taking place on the sun. And we're talking about the northern lights or what have you. Are you going to be, they say it might affect the cell phone or communications, but it may enhance HF signals on the ham radio bands. Are you planning on seeing the northern lights or making HF contacts or what?
Well, Jimmy, real quick, I heard about that from the other Jimmy this morning at the breakfast there at Spring Prairie Restaurant there in Rockford. And I don't know, maybe we'll get up at about 3 a.m. in the morning and look for the northern lights there, or the Aurora Borealis, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know if I'll get on the rig or not, probably not. But we'll be operating the Straight T Century Club event this weekend too, so I'll probably start that out early tomorrow before I go to the Greater Beloit Breakfast and Fox Hunt. So that's my schedule there. Back to you, KD9GDY.
Okay, Jim, sounds good. Good luck. I think one of my early check-ins, K9ASH was saying he was going to be going to. He's going to be making a road trip. I guess he's going to go where there's clear weather because I think it's supposed to be cloudy tonight. Tomorrow we might get some rain moved and some storms later tonight. So we'll just see what happens. Jim, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you down the log.
B3.
Okay, before we start the second roundtable, any more stations you want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, let's start the second roundtable. We're talking about the geomagnetic storm, which is underway right now on the sun as we're speaking. Mike, KD9MED, are you going to be making the HF contacts, or are you going to try to see the northern lights, or what are you going to do?
KD9MED here. Yeah, after the live stream, I'm going to poke my head out the door there and see what I can see. I'm going to try and go up north a little bit on the road here and see if I can pull down any pictures or maybe a video or something. We'll see. I'd like to see the northern lights tonight if possible. KD9MED, back to net.
Sounds good there, Mike. Okay, so hopefully you'll be in luck with that. Thanks for checking in. Okay, K9RFD Norm already checked out. He's hit the hay. So we'll move on to Dale. KD9YBG. Are you going to look at the northern lights? Are you going to try making HF contacts, or what are you going to try to do? KD9YBG, Dale, are you still with us? on, then K9FDO, Justin, are you still with us? Well, you going to try to see the northern lights or making any HF contacts, or what are you going to do? Okay, so much for that. Okay, W9KOT, you checked in short time. K9DDY, Jim already checked out. Do we have any more stations? Want to check the Friday night fun at this time? You're coming home with your Friday night fish fry, steak fry, grocery shopping, or the show. If you just turned your radio on, you've been copying the mail for the last 43, 44 minutes. This is your chance to check the Friday night fun, everybody over the region. Without traffic, please call KSUN GCR.
Good evening, Jimmy. WX9WL, short time.
Okay, come back with that call. You might want to repeat your call slowly and phonetically, if you would, please.
Yeah, it's Whiskey X-Ray 9, Whiskey Lima, WX9WL, short time.
WX9WL, okay, down in Lee County, down in Dixon, okay. Haven't heard you in a while. Got you checked in. What are you going to be doing for Mother's Day, or are you going to see the northern lights with this magnetic storm taking place?
Well, clouds are rolling in pretty thick down here right now, so I don't know if we're going to be able to see them. That's all we're doing.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, all right, hey, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you down the log again.
All right, Jimmy, have yourself a good one. WX9WL.
Okay, do we have any more stations you want to check in at this time? Please call now. Okay, like I said, it's a slow net tonight with the rah-rah meeting. We'll probably get more check-ins later on. So after the meeting gets out, and they'll probably go to I don't know, the pizza place or something for like their what I call their second meeting. After our monthly meetings with the K9RFD Repeater Association, we go to what we call a second meeting. We go to one of the restaurants here in town. We don't transact any business. We just socialize. We just have lunch and what have you. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay. One moment, please. We'll be right with you. KSUN GCR. Okay, I got the June QST magazine in the mail today. That's their annual field day edition. There's a lot of different features in there. So that's very interesting. Let me see. Let me turn the page here. Let's see what all they have. There's some in there, which I'm trying to find. Oh boy. Here's an article about field day. Safety first. Expert advice on keeping your field day team out of harm's way in the heat of the contest. So that's good advice there. Okay, what else we got in here? 2024 ARRL Field Day guide. They do this every year. Here's the understanding the field day go-to station and improve your field day operations with the band planning. Field day media coverage. promote your operation like a pro using a smartphone camera and advice from a ham who is also a news professional. So that'd be good, interesting. And let me see what I will. Choose your field day focus. Bonus points that add up. Field day ARRL RAC section checklist. Just a minute. There was something else here. Here, there's another one. Club station. 4 ways clubs can make a field day their own. There'll be a lot of good articles in this June edition of the QST magazine. Of course, a lot of you get yours on the internet, but I get mine. I get the print edition. We'll leave it at that. Okay, do we have any more stations? I'll check the Friday Night Fun net. Please go now. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do Friday Night Fun Nets and Trivia. This is for the benefit of those people who are studying for their first ham radio license. And of course, a lot of people are listening to us on the scanners now, since they can't listen to police communications anymore unless you have a very expensive digital scanner. You can still monitor fire and EMS traffic on the VHF high band analog. And a lot of us listen to just for the heck of it. So, okay, I read the questions. Anybody knows the answer, just go ahead and give it out or what have you. So, and if you know the answer, don't wait till somebody else gets it. Let's have a lot of participation here. Okay. First question. Who may select the desired call sign under the vanity call sign rules? A. Only a licensed amateur with a general or amateur extra class license. B. Only a licensed amateur with an amateur extra class license. C. Only a licensed amateur who has been licensed continuously for more than 10 years. D. Any licensed amateur. Who may select a desired call sign under the vanity call sign rules? A. Only a licensed amateur with a general or amateur extra class license. B. Only a licensed amateur with an amateur extra class license. C. Only a licensed amateur who has been licensed continuously for more than 10 years. D. Any licensed amateur. Anybody correct answer this question?
KLG. I'm going to say D there, Jimmy.
You are correct, Kevin. You are correct. Who may select a desired call sign under the vanity call sign rules? Correct answer is D Delta, any licensed amateur. 97.19. Licensed hams can pick any available call authorized for their license class. There are many available calls for technician licensees to choose from in the Group C 1x3 and Group D 2x3 call sign formats. Ham radio license management page 17. Hey, Kevin, as long as I got you, what are you going to be doing for Mother's Day this Sunday?
Oh, I don't know. My mom passed away a couple of years ago. I got my girlfriend some candles for Mother's Day, and I was going to get her some a potted flower or a plant or something like that for Mother's Day. If anything, hopefully if she's up to it, we'll cook out or something like that. But yeah, that's about all I got for Mother's Day stuff. W9KLZ back to net.
Okay, sounds good. And I'm sure you heard about the magnetic storm on the sun. I didn't know about it till my K9 H9JZ called me on the phone and told me about it. he suggests I have it for the second topic for the second roundtable. So, are you going to be watching the Northern Lights? Or are you going to be trying to make any HF contacts, or what are you going to be doing?
Well, Jimmy, I'll be driving north, so maybe if the sky's clear, I'll be able to see it. But usually, when I'm driving north and there's an event like that, the Northern Lights just look like a distant. What do you call that? Like a distant town that's all lit up in the sky.
Okay, sounds good. I understand. Okay, during your last part of your transmission, I completely lost you. I'm going to let you go. 7-3, drive safely. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net, and enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you down the log. Thanks for checking in. Okay, I'm trying to avoid reading the same questions all the so I'll just see what happens here. I think I read that question. All right. Which of the following conductors is preferred for bonding at RF? A. Copper braid removed from coaxial cable. D. Let's read that again. Which of the following conductors is preferred for bonding at RF? A. Copper braid removed from coaxial cable. B. Steel wire. C. Twisted pair of cable. D. Flat copper strap. Which of the following conductors is preferred for bonding at RF? A. Copper braid removed from coaxial cable. B. Steel wire. C. Twisted pair of cable. D. Flat copper strap. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
I'm going to take a stab here. I'm going to say D, flat copper strap.
This is K9G Sergeant Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net Center in Freeport. Okay, Kevin, I acknowledge you. There's another station trying to come in. Let's let the other station then go. Other station, I want to be fair with everybody here. Other station, come back, please.
KD9EPZ, Z is in Delta.
Okay, Kevin, W9KLG, do you agree? You say the same thing?
Yes, W9KLG, flat copper strap.
Al and Kevin, you are both correct. Which of the following conductors is preferred for bonding at RF? Correct answer, D delta, flat copper strap. Use short, wide conductors such as copper flashing or strap or metal solid wire. Number 8 WG or larger, in parentheses. Solid strap is best because it presents the lowest impedance to RF. Amarillo Lights and Manual, page 9-6. Okay, Al, K9EPZ, what's going on with you? We're talking about two topics. First, we're talking about the Mother's Day, and next we're talking about the geomagnetic storm. What is your favorite memory about your mother?
I don't know. I can't think of anything. Bad thing to think about.
Oh, okay. All right. Got the geomagnetic storm, which is taking place on the sun as we're speaking now. Are you going to watch the Northern Lights, or are you going to be working the HF, or what are you going to do?
I'll probably be sleeping, to tell you the truth. I don't think I'm going to be up that late.
They say the best time for viewing the northern lights is between between midnight and 5 or 6 a.m. Well, I ain't gonna stay up for no 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. That's for sure. I might go outside and take a look and see. Of course, whether I see them or not, I don't know. But I ain't gonna worry about it. We'll just see what happens. Okay, Al. Thanks for checking in. Any more stations you want to check in? Please call now. Okay. Oh, boy. Well, I guess it's one of these electrical principle questions. But here we go. What formula is used to calculate voltage in a circuit? A. E equals 1 times R. B. E equals 1 slash R. C. E equals 1 plus R. D. E equals 1 minus R. What formula is used to calculate voltage in a circuit? A. E equals 1 times R. B. E equals 1 slash R. C. E equals 1 plus R. D. E equals 1 minus R. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
Hey, KD9MED here, Jimmy.
Go ahead, Mike.
Well, I believe what you're talking about is Ohm's law, but that's the one that you're using is actually an I, so I believe it would be, well, in one of the formulas it would be V equals I over R, I believe is one of the three or four main formulas that you can use. So it's not a 1, it's actually an I. KD9MED back to net.
Okay, well, this one to me looks like a slash. I know the times, the plus, and the minus, but the other one, I'm not familiar with that at all. But anyway, no, sorry, that was not the correct answer, but thanks anyway for trying, and thanks for that information. Anybody else want to give it a shot? Okay, what formula is used to circulate voltage in a circuit? The correct answer is A alpha, E equals 1 times R. I'm not going to read any more of those questions again. All right. Okay. What are the names of the electrodes of a bipolar junction transistor? A. Signal, bias, power. B. Emitter, base, collector. C. Input, output supply. D. Pole 1, pole 2, output. What are the names of the electrodes of a bipolar junction transistor? A. Signal, bias, power. B. Emitter, base, collector. C. Input, output supply. D. Pole 1, pole 2, output. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay. What are the names of the electrodes of a bipolar junction transistor? Correct answer is B. Bravo, emitter, base, collector. The three electrodes of a BJT are the base, collector, and emitter. Hammer the license manual, page 3-11. Oh, we're not gonna do that satellite stuff. I don't know if hardly anybody uses them anyway. We're gonna move on to something else here. All right. Yeah. I'm not reading that one. I think I read that one earlier. Okay. Oh, this sounds like a dead giveaway, but I'm going to read this. Because, well, this is for those who are studying for their first ham radio license. But here we go. What is a beam antenna? A, an antenna built from aluminum I-beams. B, an omnidirectional antenna invented by Clarence Beam. C, an antenna that concentrates signals in one direction. D, an antenna that reverses the phase of received signals. What is a beam antenna? A, an antenna built from aluminum I-beams. B, an omnidirectional antenna invented by Clarence Beam. C, an antenna that concentrates signals in one direction. D, an antenna that reverses the phase of received signals. Anybody have the correct answer to this question?
Let's go with C. Charlie, KD9MED.
Okay, we have two stations trying to check in. K9RFD. You go first now. Go ahead.
C is in Charlie.
Okay, let's hear from that other station. Other station, come back.
Yep, I said C in as in Charlie also. KD9MED.
Al and Mike, you are both correct. What is a beam antenna? Correct answer is C, Charlie. An antenna that concentrates signals in one direction. Beam antennas use multiple elements for reflecting surfaces to focus the transmitted signal or receiving ability in a specific direction. Ham radio license manual, page 4-15. This is K9 GCR, the Friday Night Fun Day, and K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Day, Central in Freeport. Do we have any more stations who'd like to check in? Please go now. Okay, Mike, go ahead.
Okay, Jimmy, please check in Patrick. Keep finding $9 silver.
Okay, KD9SD, Pat in Warren, Illinois. I've got you checked in. Thank you for checking in. Have a good evening. And I think the other night he checked into our swap net there on the 39 repeater. So thanks for that internet check in there, Mike. Okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Well, the rah-rah meeting should be getting out shortly, unless they're already at their second meeting. We'll probably hear from a couple of them later on during the net. So, okay, we're continuing with the Friday Night Fun Net trivia. We're in the technicians portion. I'm trying to do the same thing. Oh, good God, I already read that. I don't want to read the same questions again. Okay. Oh, that's a dead giveaway right there. I'm not going to read that one. One moment, please. All right. What is the function of the SSB CW FM switch on a VHF power amplifier? A. Change the mode of the transmitted signal. B. Set the amplifier for proper operation in the selected mode. C. Change the frequency range of the amplifier to operate in the proper portion of the band. D. Reduce the received signal noise. What is the function of the SSB slash CW-FM switch on a VHF power amplifier? A. Change the mode of the transmitted signal. B. Set the amplifier for proper operation in the selected mode. C. Change the frequency range of the amplifier to operate in the proper portion of the band. D. Reduce the received signal noise. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay. What is the function of the SSB slash CW-FM switch on a VHF power amplifier? Correct answer is B. Bravo. Set the amplifier for proper operation in the selected mode. An RF power amplifier is used to increase the output power from low power handheld transceivers and medium power base or mobile rigs. Commercial amplifiers used on VHF can be used with SSB, FM, or CW signals, but need to be set to the right mode to operate properly. This is controlled by a switch on the amplifier's front panel that changes the amplifier from the CW and FM setting to the SSB setting. AM radio license manual page 5-10. Okay. Why should the outer jacket of coaxial cable be resistant to ultraviolet light? A. Ultraviolet resistant jackets prevent harmonic radiation. B. Ultraviolet light can increase losses in the cable's jacket. C. Ultraviolet and RF signals can mix, causing interference. D. Ultraviolet light can damage the jacket and allow water to enter the cable. Why should the outer jacket of coaxial cable be resistant to ultraviolet light? A. Ultraviolet resistant jackets prevent the harmonic radiation. B. Ultraviolet light can increase losses in the cable jacket. C. Ultraviolet and RF signals can mix, causing interference. D. Ultraviolet light can damage the jacket and allow water to enter the cable. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
KD9EPZ.
Go ahead, Al.
Delta.
You are correct, Al. You are correct. Why should the outer jacket of coaxial cable be resistant to ultraviolet light? Correct answer is D. Delta. Ultraviolet light can damage the jacket and allow water to enter the cable. Prolonged exposure to the ultraviolet or UV and sunlight will cause the plastic in the jacket to degrade, causing small cracks that allow water into the cable. AM radio license manual page 4-17. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if there are any more stations who want to check in. Any more stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please go now. Go ahead, Mike. K9ICH, I sure will. Yes, thank you. No, he hasn't checked in. That's the first one I heard about, K9ICH. Okay, You are checked in. Thank you very much for checking in. K9RFD John LaSalle. Okay, Mike, sounds good. Thanks. Any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay. All right. Okay. Which of the following precautions should be taken when measuring high voltages with a voltmeter? A. Ensure that the voltmeter has very low impedance. B. Ensure that the voltmeter and leads are rated for use at the voltages to be measured. C. Ensure that the circuit is grounded through the voltmeter. D. Ensure that the voltmeter is set to the correct frequency. Which of the following precautions should be taken when measuring high voltages with a voltmeter? A. Ensure that the voltmeter has very low impedance. B. Ensure that the voltmeter and leads are rated for use at the voltages to be measured. C. Ensure that the circuit is grounded through the voltmeter. D. Ensure that the voltmeter is set to the correct frequency. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay. Which of the following precautions should be taken when measuring high voltages with a voltmeter? The correct answer is D, delta. Ensure that the voltmeter is set to the correct frequency. Ensure that the voltmeter and leads are rated for use at the voltages to be measured. Ham radio license manual, page 3-4. Okay. Any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, at this time, we're just waiting to see if more check-ins come in. In the meanwhile, we're going to continue with Friday Night Fun Net Trivia. Now I'm going to read some questions from the general Q&A. Okay. Okay. Some of these questions in the first one I read should belong to the technician's portion there, so we're just going to find a runner. All right. Okay. Which of the following statements is true of the single sideband voice mode? A. Only one sideband in the carrier are transmitted, the other sideband. Just a minute. I've read this one. I'm not reading this one again. Just a minute. Yeah. When sending CW, what does a C mean when added to the RSG report? A. Chirpy or unstable signal. B. Report was read from an S meter rather than estimated. C. 100% copy. D. Key clicks. When sending CW, what does a C mean when added to the RSG report? A. Chirpy or unstable signal. B. Report was read from an S meter rather than estimated. C. 100% copy. D. Key clicks. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Those of you who work CW should know the correct answer to this question by heart. Well, I guess Larry K9 KCG must still be at the rah-rah meeting. So, okay, all right. When sending CW, what does a C mean when added to the RST report? The correct answer is A alpha, chirpy or unstable signal. An RST with C appended, such as 579C, indicates that the signal is being received with chirp, a short frequency shift as the transmitter stabilizes after keying. It's a very distinctive sound and is caused by the transmitter's oscillator at changing frequency when the key is closed. Chirp is often the result of low voltage from the power supply or battery. General class license manual, page 211. Okay. What causes HF propagation conditions to vary periodically in a 26 to 28 day cycle? A. Long-term oscillation in the upper atmosphere. B. Cyclic variation in Earth's radiation belts. C. Rotation of the sun's surface layers around its axis. D. The position of the moon in its orbit. What causes HF propagation conditions to vary periodically in a 26 to 28 day cycle? A. Long-term oscillations in the upper atmosphere. B. Cyclic or cyclic variations in Earth's radiation belts. C. Rotation of the sun's surface layers around its axis. D. The position of the moon in its orbit. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, what causes HF propagation conditions to vary periodically in a 26 to 28 day cycle? The correct answer is C, Charlie. Rotation of the sun's surface layers around its axis. It takes approximately 28 days for the sun to rotate on its axis. Since active areas on the sun may persist for more than one rotation, you can expect similar propagation conditions to occur approximately every 28 days. General Class License Manual, page 8-7. Okay. What signals are used to conduct a two-tone test? A. Two audible signals of the same frequency shifted 90 degrees. B. Two non-harmonically related audio signals. C. Two swept frequency tones. D. Two audio frequency range square wave signals of equal amplitude. What signals are used to conduct a two-tone test? A. Two audio signals of the same frequency shifted 90 degrees. B. Two non-harmonically related audio signals. C. Two swept frequency tones. D. Two audio frequency range square wave signals of equal amplitude. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay, what signals are used to conduct a two-tone test? The correct answer is B, Bravo. Two non-harmonically related audio signals. On AM or SSB, a two-tone test can be used to monitor transmitter linearity. This test consists of modulating your transmitter with a pair of audio tones that are not harmonically related. 700 and 1900 hertz are typical frequencies, that's in parentheses, while watching the transmitted signal on a monitoring oscilloscope. The transmitter and any external amplifier are then adjusted for an output free of distortion. This test needs only to be performed occasionally to note the appropriate settings of gain and level adjustments. General Class License Manual, page 5-8. Do we have any more stations? Would you like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Unable to copy. Last station, you might want to increase your your power or change location. Let's try that one more time. Negative. I cannot copy at all. Anybody monitoring, go to the input and see if we can pick that station up. One more time. That station trying to check in, come back, please. Negative. I'm sorry. Did anybody copy that at all? Did anybody go to the input and try to pick up that station? I'll tell you what. Give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline. Area code 815-232-3636. 232-3636 or 232-FN. I'll take your checking over the phone, but I'm sorry, I can't copy you at all. We're going to take a pause here to see if that station gives me a call on the phone, but I can't pull them out at all. All right. Meanwhile, any more stations you want to check the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Negative. You are not making it at all. Please increase your power or change the location, but I'm not able to copy you.
Kilo Delta 9, Quebec Victor Bravo, Brian and Roscoe.
KD9Q, all right. KD9QD Bravo. Brian, I've got you checked in. I don't know what happened, but gee, I had a hard time copying you, but you're in there now. Good.
Yeah, Jimmy, I was using an HT, and believe it or not, I was sitting in my basement. Thought I'd give it a try, but it didn't work.
Okay, it sounds good, Brian. Okay, we're talking about two topics tonight. Mother's Day and the geomagnetic storm, which is underway on the sun right now. What are you going to be doing for your mother for Mother's Day this Sunday?
Well, my mother's in a nursing home. She's still hanging in there, and we'll just go over and spend a little time with her. That seems to make her happy. She's beyond the point of if you bring a gift that it's going to do anything for her. She really can't use anything like that. So the best you can give, best gift she can get right now is just time with her family. Over.
I agree with you 100%, Brian. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Spend time with your family, that's for sure. Okay, the second question, we had two roundtables tonight. That's everybody with the geomagnetic storm underway. Are you going to be viewing the northern lights, or are you going to be making any HF contacts on the radio? They say that might enhance propagation on the HF bands, but your cell phones may not be working worth a hoot. So what are you going to be doing?
All right. Well, I haven't followed what the date and timing is of the geomagnetic storms. I'd love to see the northern lights. Was that something that was going to be viewable tonight if it's clear? Over.
Yes, possibly throughout the whole weekend. The viewing, they say the best viewing time, if it doesn't cloud up, it'd be between midnight and either 5 or 6 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Well, the only thing I'm probably viewing at those hours would be the backside of my eyelids.
Okay, I understand. That's the way it goes. I might take a look, see, but that'd be about it. I'm not that gung ho about that stuff. So, are you going to be trying to make any HF contacts with the conditions as they are?
Well, if free time and I'm sitting by my radio, of course. Yep, I love to do that. So that would be one way to spend some of my time, but I'm not going to probably make it a priority or anything. I've got way too many things going on to play radio as a priority. But if I'm sitting down at my desk and I've got some minutes, I always leave my radio on when I'm working and stuff so I can hear what's going on. So, yep.
Okay, sounds good, Brian. Well, your family and your job come first. This is a hobby, and like I always say, for me, this is a full-time hobby. So that's the way it goes. Brian, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Day. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your weekend. I'll talk to you down the log.
Roger that, Jimmy. Good talking to you. Thanks for checking me in tonight. So you guys have a great evening and a great weekend. So KD9QPP saying 73 will be clear.
73, K9 G-Sharp. Or any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun Day, please call now.
W9AXD.
This is AH2I Portable. Checking in.
Okay, I've got two stations checked in. WX9RLT, Ricky, got you checked in, and Brad, AH2I. I've got you checked in too. Brad, I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Ricky, WX9RLT, what's going on with you?
Good evening, Jimmy, and everybody on the net. Not too much going on here. Just wanted to wish everybody, all the beautiful mothers out there, a happy Mother's Day. My mother's up in the heavens, so long story short, I plan on making it better for the ones that are around. So, and then what was that second one again?
Well, I'm sure you heard about the severe geomagnetic storm which is happening on the sun right now. I'm asking everybody, are you going to be viewing the northern lights, or are you going to be working any HF? They say that might enhance HF propagations there. What are you going to be doing?
WX9RLT. Long story short, I have tried numerous times to view those, and I highly doubt I'm going to see them again. So I've never been able to see them. I know they said this is probably one of the better chances, but if you look outside right now and look up, you're definitely not going to see them right now. So I know you said after midnight to 5. I don't know what the clouds are going to be like then, and you said over the next couple of days. I may go out there and give it a try, but you definitely have to get out in the middle of nowhere, and then kind of up on a hill and look north. And maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know, but I've tried numerous times and I have not been able to see them. So long story short, as much as I'd like to say, yeah, I don't know if the clouds are gone, I probably will. For HF, man. I wish I was down there. Too bad it didn't affect the VHF up this way. That would help me out a lot more. So, good to hear everybody. Again, happy Mother's Day. Much appreciated, Jimmy. I'll send it back to you. Good to hear everybody out there. WX9RLT.
Okay, Ricky, sounds good. Hey, they say you can see the northern lights as far south as down in the southern states. That's a rarity that even happens at all. So you might be in luck. Okay, sounds good. And again, thanks to you and Justin K9FDO for the great job of doing the weather and that this past Tuesday when you guys had a severe weather go through. Okay, Brad, H2I. What are you going to be doing for Mother's Day? And are you going to be doing any watching the Northern Lights or working any HF?
Good evening, Jim, and to the net. H2I. The upcoming Mother's Day, chocolates for roses for mothers, of course, out there, and the ones that are looking down on us from the heavens above. They're always thinking of us and proud of us. Good to hear Ricky in there. It's been a long time. The last time that I remember seeing the Northern Lights was 2004. So it's been 20 years ago. That was the year of you got your ham ticket there, Jim. As I recall, it was visible twice that year under similar geomagnetic conditions up on the sun. So I'll be getting out some point in time tonight to see if I can see those Northern Lights. Usually, at least the green is visible more in the city limits if it's bright enough. I just remember this from when I was in my, I was about 23 years old or something like that back then. So 23, 24-ish. So anyways, that's all I've got for you, Jim. Back to you, AH2I.
Okay, sounds good there, Brad. Yeah, you might have to go out way out of town somewhere to get to be able to see it. We'll just see what happens. And also, hey, Justin got his new repeater on the air.
Oh, okay, Jim. I think you said that was a UHF 70-centimeter one, if I'm not mistaken. So, going to have to find one of my portables on that. I don't have a base station connected at the moment, so we'll have to get that going soon. Sooner or later. But right now, this is an old Motorola AP Alpha Papa 50. It's a keypad programmable Motorola radio. It was one of those export ones, and this particular model unit I have is 39 years old, so it's been around the block a few years. It was made in '95, and it's still going. So the battery's not too old, and you know, it's one of those things. It's like the Timex watch. Takes a licking, it keeps on ticking. You know, I got some GP68, but I think they're both VHF too. But I'll find something in the UHF. In somewhere around here and see if I can get into his system or not.
Okay, sounds good. Hope nothing happened there. Did you unkey it?
My built-in portable timer is all it was, Jim.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, I go to the Friday Night Fun at Radio Nut Joke Book. I got the one. I'm going to read this. You were your call was the W0S at the time. You know you're a radio nut when instead of buying your mother a box of chocolates for her on Mother's Day, you buy her a high-pass filter for her TV.
Oh yeah, I remember that, Jeff. Thanks for the memory of that one. Yeah, that would have been definitely vital for those old analog CRT cathode ray tube sets. Indeed, for sure. And perhaps even a low-pass filter for your radio too, might I add. With the digital TV. Doesn't seem to be a big issue so much anymore, at least where I'm at. I mean, I suppose you might pass for some ferrite beads if nothing else, but yeah, when I had a CB base station that was interfering with a lot of the TV set of the next door neighbor who had old CRT sets from probably about 1980-ish. This was, of course, in the 90s. But still, those old sets did not have the greatest of shielding in them for RFI, that's for sure. Over.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. I remember the first few years I was on the air. What happened was I didn't realize it, but I was using medium power to get in the 3.9 repeater. That repair is, of course, a block and a half away. Most everybody was still using those old analog TVs. I guess about around 9 o'clock when I was on the air, I was keying the mic, I was blowing out everybody's TV in the building. they complained to the manager. They asked me what can you do to correct that situation. I said, I don't know. I told her, I said I was not going to give up my hobby. Well, I'll tell you what. One day I looked out the radio, and sure enough, I said it was on medium power. It was set on medium power all the time. So I said, you know what? I'm going to try on low power. And sure enough, I tried it. Never had any more problems with any of the people who wanted to watch their TV or the manager.
Yeah, this is your Citizens Band radio, I take it there, Jeff?
Say that again.
Yeah, was that your CB radio, you said, not your ham radio?
No, that was my ham radio. I was at medium power I was operating medium power, and I was a block and a half away from the 3.9 repeater.
Okay, I got you. I read you wrong. Gotcha. Well, I would think maybe a little bit of grounding, like a ground for that, during a mag mount or something in there, hooked up, would probably help with that, or maybe a low pass filter for the radio. MFJ, which are going out of business, made at least they used to make some really good low pass filters. I've got I think one or two of them here actually from back in around the time I first got my ham license. Something about 25, 26 years ago, something like that. But they still work. Don't get me wrong, they still work. I've got one of their dummy loads too.
Okay, I just watched the news on Channel 17 or Channel 39 about the Northern Lights. The weather report said, let's see, get away from city lights, look north along the horizon, and set cameras along exposure. But they're saying your best chances of seeing them is tonight. It's probably, I don't know, they said, I forget what they said, but said your best chances tonight and your chances decrease like tomorrow night and Sunday night.
So let's see, Jim. I'm going to have to make sure I get out in a little time around there and check it out. It's been, like you say, it's been 20 years since I've seen them. They don't really dip down this southerly from way up north. So, well, we'll keep our eyes peeled, keep our fingers crossed, and maybe we'll see it. I know that 10 and 6 meters are usually really good for with a nice beam antenna, of course, the Yagi, and blasting through the aurora to work some good EX.
Okay, sounds good. We'll wait and see what happens. Okay, Brad, I'm going to move along. Thank you for checking in. I'm going to see if I can pick up any more check-ins. I anticipate a slow net tonight due to the fact the rah-rah meeting is underway, so they're probably at their second meeting now at one of the restaurants here in the town there. So thanks for checking in, Brad. We'll talk to you later. And by the way, Justin's repeater is at his house. He's still trying to find a permanent location for it, and that's all I'll tell you about it. So 7-3, talk to you later. K9G Sharp and clear. Thank you for checking in.
All right, real fine business, Jim, and glad to hear the good news. They used to, back in the day, the heyday, the hams used to go to Jerry's Pizza on off Argus Drive, the Bell School in Rockford. I don't know what they're doing nowadays. It's been a lot of years. Jim. So, anyways, 30,000 leagues beneath the sea, if you will. All right, Jim. Thanks, and we'll look for you a little later down the log, sir. This is AH2I Portable.
Brad, thanks for checking in. Have a good evening. Are there any more stations who want to check the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please call now. Okay. Let's see. Let's hold on here. We're still in the trivia segment there, so I'm gonna find another question here. All right. Oh, just a minute. Hold on. All right. What are the toughest questions in your tech, general, and extra Q&A? Your tower questions, of course. Those you new hams, those of you who are going to be soon getting your tickets. Someday you're going to be part of a tower climbing expedition. You're either going to be climbing the tower itself, or you're going to be part of the ground crew. If they read this next question at the next VE testing session, that will be Saturday, May 18th in McHenry. This question, if you get it correct, it might put you over the top as far as getting your license goes. But here we go. Which of these choices should be observed when climbing a tower using a safety harness? Just a minute. Hold on. One moment, please. I read this question last week. We're going to read the next one. What should be done before climbing a tower that supports electrically powered devices? A. Notify the electric company that a person will be working on the tower. B. Make sure that all circuits that supply power to the tower are locked out and tagged. C. Unground the base of the tower. D. All these choices are correct. What should be done before climbing a tower that supports electrically powered devices? A. Notify the electric company that a person will be working on the tower. B. Make sure all circuits that supply power to the tower are locked out and tagged. C. Unground the base of the tower. D. All these choices are correct. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Those of you who climb towers should know the correct answer to this one by heart.
K9 EPZ, B is in Bravo.
You are correct, Al. You are correct. What should be done before climbing a tower that supports electrically powered devices? Correct answer is B, Bravo. Make sure all circuits that supply power to the tower are locked out and tagged. Before climbing, remove power from any circuit that will not be used while you are on the tower. The best way is to remove fuses or open the circuit breaker. Once the circuit is open, lock the circuit breaker open, if possible, and tag the fuse box or breaker panel so that no one will reconnect the circuit. And General Class License Manual, page 9-14. And while I was reading that, we had a loud motorcycle go by here. That reminds me of the late, great Larry Kincannon, KD9RFD George, N9WSQ. Fondly referred to him as a 83-year-old juvenile delinquent. But he loved to ride those motorcycles, and he was a very faithful tech in the Friday Night Fun Net. He passed away, and you know what? He passed away 3 years ago, this past Tuesday. We sure missed his words of wisdom, and he was a wonderful guy, a great guy. That's all there was to it. He was also one of the net control operators on our Wednesday evening swap net. Larry Kincannon, KB9RCC, may his memory be a blessing. Okay, that concludes Friday Night Fun Net, the trivia for this week. We'll do it again next week. Right now, do we have any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
Hey, Jimmy, this is Tom up here in Janesville, WI9 Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. I just got home there, Jimmy, but I'll go ahead and check in.
WI9 WTF, hello, Tom. We haven't heard from you in a while. How's things going with you?
Well, the school bus industry is booming right now. Lots of charters, lots of stuff to do. So, yes, like I said, I just got home.
Okay, sounds good. We're talking about Mother's Day. Well, we just started having 2 round tables on the net. The first round table, I was asking everybody what are you going to do for Mother's Day. The second round table, we talked about the geomagnetic storm which is happening now. What are you doing for your mother on Mother's Day?
Well, I'm hoping to go out and see her real quick. I did get her card, so Yeah, I still got to fill that card out and, put all that stuff together, but I'm hoping to go out and see her there quick on Mother's Day.
Sounds good. That's great. And great to know that your mother's still alive. So we got the geomagnetic storm, which is a severe one on the sun as we're speaking. Are you planning on seeing the northern lights, or are you going to be making any HF contact? They say this might enhance the propagation on the HF bands.
No, like I said, the antennas are doing just great, and no, I said I still have an HF radio, but I have yet to use it, so it's all good for me.
Okay, sounds good, Tom. Hey, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you down the log.
All right, sounds good there, Jimmy. We'll talk to you on the next one. This is Tom up here in Janesville, WI9 Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. I'll be clear.
Okay, Tom. Any more stations you want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, now I'm going to give you a rundown of all the other nets we have in the area. In about 13 minutes, at 10 o'clock, if you're able to pick up 443.750 Repeater in Chicago, PL 114.8 plus offset, Night Watch net gets underway. That's put on by the Chicago FM Club. That net runs 7 nights a week. And if you cannot pick up that repeater, Chad, the WI9HF in Janesville, has his 440.950 repeater on the air. He links his repeater up with CFMC repeater, so you can hear the Night Watch net on that repeater. That repeater is the PL 123.0 plus offset, and I was able to check into that net for the first time in a while last night. That's the Night Watch net. Will be getting underway at 10 o'clock. Then don't forget the Saturday evening rag tune net, which takes place on this repeater tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. I think Larry, K9KCT will be the net control operator. We go around and talk about different topics. Net control has a preferred topic. If you want to talk about that, fine. If not, you can bring up something else. But we go around in due time. That's what it's all about, rag to it. Then the Saturday Night Fun Net in Milwaukee also meets at 8 o'clock. It's on 146.910 repeater in technically that repeater is located in New Berlin, Wisconsin. PL 127.3. So, okay. Sunday evenings at 7 p.m. on the 147.375 repeater in Belvedere with a PL 100.0 plus offset. The Big Thunder Amps Radio Club holds its Sunday evening net. Then at 7:30 p.m. on the 145.110 repeater in Monroe with the PL 123.0 minus offset. The Greene County Aries Races net is held. Scott, K9YI, and Brandon, K9TNU, share the news of net control operator. Brandon ran net last Sunday, so it'll be Scott's turn this coming Sunday. It's a combination of Aries Races and rag tune, if you know what I mean. Then at 8 p.m. on the 146.850 repeater in Sterling, PL 114.8 minus offset. The Whiteside County Aries Group holds its Sunday evening net. That on 146.850 megahertz with a 146.850 repeater with a PL 114.8 minus offset. You shouldn't have any problem getting into that repeater. The antenna is about 300 feet in the air on the Illinois State Police Troop 1 radio tower at their main headquarters in Sterling. Monday evening at 7 p.m. on this repeater, we got the Monday Night Rah-Rah info net. Larry, K9KZG, and I share the duties of net control operator. I ran the net this past Monday. He'll run the net this coming Monday. Then don't forget, at the end of the net, there's Larry will do a CW session. Then at 8 p.m. on the 146.970 in Repeater in Dixon, PL 82.5 minus offset, the Lee County Aries group holds this Monday evening net. Then at 8:30 p.m. on the 146.73 repeater in Cal for the PL 100.0 minus offset, the Kishwaukee Radio couple holds this Monday evening net. Tuesday evenings, you got several nets to choose from. You got the Tuesday, we got the Health Tech and Social net on this repeater at 7 o'clock with Larry Kane, H9GO as your net control operator. We ask everybody how they're doing health-wise, and if you have any other traffic you'd like to bring for the net. Also at 7 p.m. on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville, the PL 123.0 minus offset, you got the Rock County Aries Racing net on that repeater. For whatever reason, there was no net held on that repeater this past Tuesday night, so I don't know what's going on. I think they're looking for net control operators. Then at 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. I should say, on the 147.165 repeater in Oregon with the PL 146.2 plus offset, the Oval County AMS net meets. And if they have time, they'll go to the 146.595 simplex for a brief simplex net. There was no simplex net held this past Tuesday because the AMS net went longer than usual. Then at 9 o'clock on the same 147.165 repeater, the Ogle County AMS radio net for every Skywarn is held. At 7 p.m. on Wednesday evenings on this repeater, you got the new net they started. It's about a couple months ago. It's the chat net. It's kind of similar to the Saturday evening Ragtune net. They talk about different things. Also at the same time at 7 p.m. here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater, PL 114.8 plus offset, we have the Steam the County Aries net, which I run. Then at 7:30 p.m. on the 147.120 repeater in Boyd with PL 123.0 plus offset, the Courier Boyd AMP radio couple holds its Wednesday evening net. Then at 8 p.m. here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater PL 114.8 plus offset, we have the Wednesday evening swap net. Mel, K9RFD and I share the duties of net control operator. I think I had the night check-ins this past Wednesday. We also do AMP Radio News Line with a 15-minute independent news broadcast of both entire with the AMP Radio. Then don't forget Saturday evenings, I just did that. Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repeater, we got the Winnebago County Skywarn training net. Joe, K9JPP was net control this past Thursday. We had to share the duties of net control with Joel, Justin, K9FBO, Ricky, WX9RLT, whenever he is available, and myself, K9GCR. We had 12 check-ins this past Thursday. It was a great turnout. Okay, those of you who work HF, you got the C9 net. That takes place every day, Monday through Friday, between 1,400 and 1,500 hours Zulu, or 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. local time if you prefer, on 14.287 megahertz with Chuck, WD9BB as your net control operator. Then I mentioned earlier, the Salvation Army Saturnet is held on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday mornings at 10:30 a.m. local time on 14.325 megahertz, 20 meters, upper sideband. Okay, now you're all caught up to date. Your local nets. Support your local net control operators, your local nets, your local repeaters, your member of any ham radio club. By all means, support your local club. Okay, at this time, are there any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Well, that must be a long second meeting at the at wherever pizza place or restaurant they went to after the rah-rah meeting. So I don't know what's going on. And I've been leaving space for people to check in too. Any more stations want to check in? Please go now. Oh yes, I definitely gotta mention this. A week from this coming Sunday, May 19th, we got the swap meet and social. That will take place at Camp Winnebago on North Main Street, Main Road, Route 2, from 9 a.m. to 12 noon on Sunday, May 19th. Bring your, it's not an officially sponsored event. It's just a group of hands getting together. They can bring equipment you want to buy or get rid of. They'll swap stories. There is no VE testing session, no food vendors, no, what do you want to say? I can't think of the word. But it's just a couple of hands get together. If you want to bring your own food, you may do so. They got their plenty of stoves and ovens if you want to do there. The weather, from what I understand, is supposed to be pretty good then next Sunday. So we'll see what happens with that. We had a wonderful time last year. The weather was good last year. It might be good again this coming Sunday. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Okay, do we have any more stations who want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. I'll read this radio nut joke again. From Brad, WW0S. You know you're a radio nut when, instead of buying your mother a box of chocolates for her on Mother's Day, you buy her a high-pass filter for her TV. This is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. Transferring for Friday Night Fun Net Central Air in Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, you know where your children are at. Lockdown. Winnebago County Jail is now going into lockdown. Kerry, K9MED, was telling me he listens to county jail frequencies on a scanner. Every night at 10 p.m., the dispatch radios all the corrections officers. Lockdown. Time for the jailbirds to be put to bed. Night-night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Do we have any more stations who want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. One moment, please. One moment, please. Okay, one moment, please. On the news, I just seen the Harlem Roscoe Fire Department donate a fire truck to Rock Valley College as they're going to teach us the first responders how to operate the equipment there. That's pretty good. Okay. Do we have any more stations? I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Please go now. This is K9G Star, the Friday Night Fun Net, and the K9RFD Repeater and Rockford transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net, we're in Freeport. Are there any more stations you want to check in? Please go now. Okay, I want to tell you about the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. I think we had 168 people, stations to check in. You want to go to the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page and contact. You can listen to past editions of the net, including this net, when it's posted in a few minutes. So remember, last week's net only the live stream only lasted 90 minutes because my computer crashed. But everything's all done, everything's all forgiven, and where he's rocking and rolling. let's do the, I want to finish, I was telling you about the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. Go to Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page, punch in your call sign, and you'll be in business. Just follow the instructions. Listen, you can listen to past editions of the net, listen to Friday Night Fun Net all day, every day, or all night, every night. Every night is Friday night, with the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. It's 3 a.m. in the morning, you can't sleep. You decide, well, I'm going to turn on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page and listen to the Friday Night Fun Net. If that doesn't put you to sleep, I don't know what will. And don't forget about the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline, area code 815-232-FN-FN, 232-3636, local report number. We've had no hotline check-ins tonight during the net. But if I'm transmitting, if you hear that phone ring, that's a real telephone ring, folks, not that phony baloney cell phone ring. Also, you got you see pictures of it on the Facebook page. It's a traditional red desktop touchstone telephone. Okay, at this time, we have any more stations you want to check in. Please go now. Okay, at this time, I'm gonna read the answer's code. The answer is considerate. He never willingly uses the air in such a way as to lessen the pleasure of others. 2. The answer is loyal. He offers his loyalty, encouragement, and support to his fellow radio amateurs, his local club, and to the American Radio Relay League, to which amateur radio is represented. 3. The amateur is progressive. He keeps his station abreast of time. He has well-built efficient. His operating practices above reproach. 4. The amateur is friendly. His own patients anyone requested. Friendly advice and counsel to the beginner. Kindly assistance, cooperation, and consideration toward the interests of others. These are marks of the amateur spirit. 5, and this is very important. The amateur is balanced. Radio is his hobby. He never allows him to interfere with any of his duties he holds in his home, his school, his job, or his community. And the number 6, the amateur is patriotic. His knowledge and his station are always ready for the service of his home, country, and his community. That's the amateur's code. Sony K9RFD or EC here in Stevens County says, some to live by night only on the radio, but throughout life itself. Okay, at this time, do we have any more stations? We want to check the Friday Night Fun Net. Please go now. Okay, I want to thank Dan and K9DCH, the trustees of this repeater, and the members of the 195 group for allowing us to use this repeater to host the Friday Night Fun Net. I'm going to run down the list of stations that have checked in so far. Myself, K9GCR, K9ASH, early bird check-in, that's Dwayne and Winnebago, and Richard, N9ZO. The Belvedere also checked in as early bird. And N9DLB, Dave here in Freeport, mile east of me, he lives north of downtown Freeport. Now, okay. W9JTC, AA9VU, H9NW, K9MED, K9SBA, K9QPL, NG9M, KD9MED. Mike was live streaming this net on the internet and recording this on future replays of Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. K9RGG, Norman Orberville, K9YBG, Dale, K9FDO, Justin. By the way, his repeater is on the air. It's 442.100, Dale 14.8 plus offset. It's located at his house. I don't know how successful you'll be able to get into it, but we'll see what happens. He's looking for a better location, and that's all I'll say about it. W9KLG, Kevin, K9GDY, Jim, WX9WL, K9EPG, Al, and my 2 internet check-ins, KF9SC Pan, Warren, Illinois, and Case9ICH in LaSalle. And, okay, K9QDB, Brian. WX9RLT Ricky, HUI Brad, and last but certainly not least, W9WTF Tom in Janesville. So you got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 on-air check-ins, 3 early bird check-ins, and 2 internet check-ins for a grand total of 25 check-ins. Do we have any more stations you want to check in? Please call now. Just watching the news here. They just had drive your tractor to school day here at Freeport. I know they do that for many years at Winnebago High School, and they do it at Stillman Valley High School. That's the first time I ever heard of they doing it here in Freeport. No, a lot of the kids who are involved in farming drive their big tractors to school instead of going like taking the school bus or driving their cars. But that was something to see. That was on the news on Channel 17. Okay, any more stations you want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, be sure you tell your mothers and fathers and sons or daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your grandparents, your in-laws, your neighbors, across the street, down the street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Be sure to tell the clerk beyond the checkout counter of your grocery store. Be sure to tell the clerk beyond the counter of your convenience store. Be sure you tell your waiters, your waitresses, your bartenders at your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell your clerk beyond the counter at your local post office when you buy your stamps and envelopes. Be sure your bank teller. Tell your bank teller when you go to cash a check or withdraw some money from your local bank. Be sure you tell the members of your local PTA or PTO. Your used car dealer, your new car dealer, your garage mechanic. Be sure you tell your priests, your ministers, your rabbis, your mullahs, your ayatollahs, or your imams. Be sure you tell your probation officer, your parole officer, your divorce lawyer. Sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, of course, your old ladies about the Friday Night Fun Net. More check-ins better than that. Make sure to have valid FCC license before you check in. We not take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, potheads, telemarketers. If you sit in the clubhouse, take a knee, or collect your fist in the national anthem is being played, we don't take your check-ins. If you don't bag the blue, we don't take your check-ins. Plain and simple. I guess that rain missed us, so that's good. Just watching the weather report here. They're saying the clouds might clear out by midnight, so those of you who are still up might be able to see the northern lights after all. The best night is tonight from midnight to 4 a.m., so that's what's going on. Okay, do we have any more stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Somebody took a picture of them. All right, I'm going to do my honorary check-in. N9ARB, Tony, REC here in Stevenson County. HC honorary check-in. N9TAB, HC honorary check-in. Okay, let's see here. W9AXD MED, HC honorary check-in. KD9MED, Kurt, HC honorary check-in. K9FLO, HC honorary check-in. AC9JZ, Mike, HC honorary check-in. KD9ZIY, Seth, HC honorary check-in. KD9ZTZ, Corey, HC honorary check-in. Okay. The new kid on the block here in Rock County. Let's see, who was it? K9KRM, John, HC honorary check-in. WI9HF, Chad, HC honorary check-in. That's better half. Erica, KD9VBX, HC honorary check-in. George, N9WSQ, HC honorary check-in. Brandon, KD9LOA, Rolina, HC honorary check-in. One moment, please. One moment, please. This is the K9G Shark of Friday Night Fun, K9RFD Repeater Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun, that's Central and Freeport. Do we have any more stations you want to check in? Please go now. Okay, I'm going to do more, let's see. KD9OVJ. John H.C. Honorary check-in. Let's see. Oh boy. I believe that's it. I can't think of any more. Okay. Oh goodness. Did I put him down? I better make sure. Oh. K9. Oh. K9. KZT. Larry. The King of CW. Gotcha. That checked in. Okay. Any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun then before I proceed to close it down? Please go now.
Alpha Kilo 9 Foxtrot David, mobile and light tonight, no traffic.
AK9F. Okay, Dave. What's going on with you? What are you going to be doing for Mother's Day?
Don't know of anything special for Mother's Day yet. I was out at dinner tonight, but beyond that, next weekend I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to do a check-in by phone or not. Maybe involved in a scout event overnight, but it's going to preclude the use of my phone, so we'll see what happens. Over.
Sounds good to understand. Also, the second topic tonight, we got that magnetic storm. Are you going to be watching the Northern Lights or doing any HF work or what?
I will probably watch, see if it clears up here in Beloit. We're pretty about half overcast right now, especially to the northeast. And I will watch for it. I know I've heard reports on one of the linked repeater systems of people up in the Milwaukee area seeing it already. Over.
Okay, sounds good. I was watching the weather report on Channel 17. They're saying that the clouds might be out of here by midnight. So you might be able to see them, maybe.
I'll probably stick around until about 12:30, 1 o'clock, but because of my schedule on Saturday, it's about as late as I really want to stay up. So, okay, we will talk to you later. I'm standing by.
Okay, Dave, 7-3, have a good evening, and we'll enjoy your weekend and talk to you down the wall. K9G Sharp and clear. Thank you for checking in. Any more stations you want to check in, please go now. Okay, let's see here. Wait a minute, KC9YI, Scott Monroe, HC honorary check-in. So the unofficial count stands at 42 check-ins. Okay, any more stations you want to check in, please go now. Okay, I want to thank everybody for checking in. It was a great net tonight, 2 topics. And those of you and all the mothers, all the moms out there, if you're listening, I wish you and yours a happy Mother's Day. And enjoy the day Sunday. Tomorrow's supposed to get real warm, near 80 degrees, and it's supposed to cool off a little bit. Might get some rain, but enjoy your day. Okay, there being no further business, this is the last call. For any stations who want to check the Friday Night Fun Net, from anywhere in the region, what's on traffic, please call K9GCR. Last call for Ratchetjaw. Okay, tune in again next week. Same time, same repeater for another edition of Friday Night Fun Net. Until then, this is Jim, K9GCR. Now closing down this Friday, May 10, 2024 edition of Friday Night Fun Net, and return the repeater to the frequency of normal after radio use. And it's at 10:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Let's see, that would be 3 hours, 30 minutes of Zulu time with an unofficial count of 42 check-ins. 7-3s, everybody. This is K9GCR saying 7-3s to all, and to all a good night. K9MED, K9MED, K9GCR.
KD9MED.
Go ahead and post it, Mike. 2 hours, 30 minutes, net exactly, and an unofficial count of 42 check-ins. 7-3, thanks.
Alright, copy that. KD9MED. We'll get it posted as soon as we shut it down. Clear on your final.
7-3, thanks for all you do, Mike. We'll talk to you next Friday night. K9GCR, be clear. 7-3, good night.